Alright, YouTube. It's your boy God Body B, back with another video. Alright, okay, but before I say the name of this video, we're gonna go over everything that we already been through. Alright, so remember, first we originated, then we learned characteristics by the zodiacs, then we developed 12 houses, then we received traits from planets, we inherited chromosomes, we formed a birth chart, and then we pretty much journeyed through the 5D, gaining 360 degrees of experience or knowledge. Now we're getting ready to start discerning polarities, which is pretty much what this video is going to be about. Okay, so this is pretty much divine masculine and feminine is bipolar. All right, so polarity is the direction of a magnetic or electric field, or the state of having two opposite or contradictory tendencies, opinions, or aspects. So we're gonna start is the magnetic field peaks strength immediately after switching polarity. So what that pretty much is talking about is like when you're walking. So pretty much when you're walking, you know, you got a lead leg and then you got a leg. That's kind of like the foundation. So, okay, let's say you start out walking with your left foot or left leg. So then if the left leg is in front, so then that means it's pulling most of the load, and then the right leg is going to be pretty much the foundation. So that's pretty much what this is talking about, as far as the strength peaking immediately after switching polarities. So this pretty much speaks to the saying, the last will be first and the first will be last. This has nothing at all whatsoever to do with pigmentation. Because of the abundance, frequency, and radiation in the 3D that makes light visible, the ability to switch polarities is extremely fluid, like extremely fluid. This is why the God particle produced itself. You know, which we gonna touch more on that in another video, but we kind of already touched on it. And I want to say the neutron video, where pretty much the neutron is pretty much the sum of both. But you got left, right, black, white, down, up, back, forward, close, open, off, on, night, day, woman, man, devil, God. So in the 5D, that's pretty much ruled by God energy. And the 3D is pretty much ruled by devil energy. So for instance, like everybody's familiar with, or I don't know why I wanted to use this example or analogy, whatever you want to call it, but I just felt the need to. Like for instance, sex. Like a lot of men feel like, you know, if he's dominating a woman in the bedroom, that's masculine energy. In a sense it is, but overall it's not. Sex is ruled by feminine energy. You know, that's you dealing with your lower self. Now, when it comes to the act, like let's say the man is on top and the woman is on the bottom, then the man is in masculine energy and the woman is in receiving energy, or feminine energy or devil energy, whatever you want to call it. Where they both actually are in devil energy or low vibrating energy, because that's you dealing with your lower self. For instance, if there was a switch and the woman was on top and the man was on the bottom, then now she's in she's the giver and he's pretty much in receiving mode. But regardless, they're both actually in receiving mode, because again, sex is ruled by feminine energy. But when it comes to negative, dealing with the poles or negative positive, scenarios or circumstances dictates the power when both are working together. So let me give you an example. Okay, well, like the example I gave earlier, like the walking, like both legs are working together to propel the body, but because of the circumstance or the situation or the activity that's going on, you know, when the switch happens, that dictates the movement of power. So let's read that again. So scenarios or circumstances dictates the power when both are working together, but an imbalance can form at any time, which is what the neutron is for. But according to universal law, universal law pretty much measures everything based on intention, meaning there's no such thing as right or wrong because of the gradient that we pretty much exist in or live on, which is negative positive. There's nothing wrong with negative. Again, I said this in an earlier video. That's just the opposite direction. Like race. Why did I want to talk about race? Why did I want to talk about race? Oh, okay. So again, negative, positive, black, white, or night, dark, night, daytime, nighttime. I'm sorry. So remember, the universe or the world started with a thought. So in the beginning, you know, everything was darkness, void. But then the light came. So again, I've been saying this entire channel, like, you know, everything just recreates itself, or the same experience starts over again, but just in a different perspective. So remember, the darkness came first, so then you had the melanated bodies come first. But then after the 360 degrees, then the lighter bodies came first. Because remember, in the beginning, everything was melanated. Everybody was melanated. I mean, everybody is still melanated, but it's just a different type of melanation. But it was a darker melanation initially. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to do this video because the next video is going to be dealing with the game of life that we created, which is going to lead into my story. So we got one more video and then my story starts. But that's pretty much for this video. This your boy God Body B. I'll see y'all in the next video. Also, let me clarify on what I meant by there's nothing wrong with negative energy. Or, you know, well, we know there ain't nothing wrong with positive energy, but negative energy. Okay, so it all depends on the system that you operate in. So, like, for instance, let's say, like, a man, like, we got two men. One man robs a bank, you know, two men rob a bank. But one robbed the bank for greed or just because, you know, to be a negative person or a bad person. And then the other robbed a bank or a store to feed his family. So because of the system that these men live in, they're going to have consequences. But according to the universe, because of intention, the intentions were different from both men. The man that robbed the store to feed his family, like, his consequences, or the universe or spirit is going to make sure his consequences are a little lesser. He's still gonna have consequences because of the system that he lives in, which means he subscribes to that system because he chose to reincarnate in that system. But they're gonna be lesser. But that was pretty much what I was meaning by, there's nothing wrong with negative energy, because we're here to experience both polarities. But intention is what everything is measured off of. But I just wanted to clarify that. All right, this is your boy God by the B. I'm out.